Welcome students. Today we will learn here examples on shares. In the last lecture we already learned what is shares, what is dividend, what is share capital, what is bonus shares. Today we will learn here the examples on shares. We know that shares means when capital is divided into small parts or units, and these units are called shares. And when company earn a profit, a part of a profit distributed amongst shareholder is called dividend. Okay, first shares. Shares mean when the capital is divided into small units, and these units are called shares. Here dividend. Dividend. Then bonus shares. Bonus shares. Every year the company earn a profit, and when the part of the profit distributed amongst shareholder according to their holding of shares, the profit is called dividend. Okay, the distributed profit is called dividend. And when company earn profit sufficiently continuously, then company make a reserve, and from reserve company issued free shares to the existing shareholder, and these free shares are called bonus shares. Okay, for example, here company issued bonus shares in the ratio 2:5. It means 2 bonus shares for existing 5 shares, 2 free shares to the existing 5 shares. Okay, and we know that dividend always calculated on face value of shares. For the practice purpose, today we see some examples on shares, how to calculate rate of return or return on investment, profit on shares. Example first. A man purchase shares of market value rupees 106 of rupees 13,568, and earn dividend of rupees 896. Find the rate of dividend. Find the rate of dividend. Rate of dividend. See here, a man purchased shares of market value of rupees 106 for rupees 13,000 of rupees 13,568, and earn a dividend of rupees 896. It means here the face value of shares is rupees 100. The share of rupees 100 purchased at rupees 106. See here, face value is equal to rupees 100. Market value is rupees 106. Total investment is equal to rupees 13,568. See here, a man purchased shares of market value of rupees 106 of rupees 13,560. It means shares of rupees 100 purchased at rupees 106. Therefore, here number of shares purchased, number of shares purchased is equal to total investment, that is 13,568 divided 106. 106. The number of shares will be 128. 128. Then find he received, earn a dividend of rupees 896. Find the rate of dividend. A man received a dividend of rupees 896. Then find the rate of dividend. Here we know that dividend always received on face value of shares. Dividend always received on face value of shares. Or for every shares dividend, see here, total dividend is equal to number of shares into rate of dividend. Rate of dividend. Let us, we assume the rate of dividend is X. Okay, let rate of dividend be X. Rate of dividend be X. Okay. Total dividend, that is rupees 896, is equal to number of shares 128 into X. And we have to find the value of X. X is equal to 896 divided 128. And X is equal to 7. It means rate of dividend is equal to 7%. Is equal to 7%. Okay. We can also solve this example in another way. For example, here, see here, total dividend is equal to number of shares into rate of dividend. A purchased 128 shares at rupees 8% per annum. Dividend 7% shares of rupees 100 purchased at rupees 106. The rate of dividend is 7%. Second example, a man invested a sum of amount in 12% at rupees 106 and earn a dividend of rupees 6,000. Find the amount of investment by him. Find the amount invested by him. See here, a man invested a sum of amount in 12% at rupees 106 and earn a dividend of rupees 6,000. Find the amount invested by him. Okay, a man earn a dividend. A man earn a dividend is equal to number of shares into 12, rate of dividend per share. Number of shares into rate of dividend, that is 12. Man earn a dividend of rupees 6,000. It means 6,000 is equal to number of shares into 12. Here number of shares is equal to is equal to 6,000 divided 12, that is 500 shares. A share of rupees 100 purchased at rupees 106. Therefore, the market value or amount invested by a man is equal to amount invested by a man is equal to number of shares purchased into market price of share. Here he purchased 500 shares at rupees 106 each. Therefore, 500 into 106, that is 53,000. It means man invested in shares of rupees 53,000 and he received a dividend of rupees 6,000 at the rate of 12%. Dividend always received on face value of share. Okay. Then next example. Example number 3. Two companies have shares of 12% at rupees 124 and 15% at rupees 150 respectively. In which of the shares Ramesh should invest Ramesh should invest the money. See here, two companies have shares of 12% at 124 and 15% at rupees 150. It means there are two options for the investment. First, 12% at 124, it means the rate of dividend is 12% and a face value of shares 100, purchase at rupees 124. And the second option is rate of dividend is 15% and the market value of the shares is rupees 150. First, the option A, 12% at rupees 124. 12% at rupees 124. We know that if the rate of return is higher, the investment is profitable. Therefore, we have to compute the rate of return on each investment. The rate of return is higher, the investment is better. Therefore, in the first option, first the market value of the share is market value of share is rupees 124 and rate of dividend is equal to 12%. Face value of share is equal to 100. Then the rate of return is equal to he earn rupees 12 when he invests rupees 124 into 100. It means the rate of return on the first investment is 9.67. Rate of return is 9.67%. In the second option, that is B, 15% at rupees 150. 15% at rupees 150. Here, the market value of share is equal to rupees 150. Then the rate of dividend is equal to 15%. The face value is equal to rupees 100. Rate of return is equal to 15 upon 150 into 100, therefore here 10%. See here, rate of return means for every 100 how much we earn, how much we invest and how much we earn for every 100. So here in the first investment the rate of return is 9.67, and in the second investment the rate of return is 10%. It means the rate of return in second investment is higher, therefore the second investment is better, and Ramesh should invest in the second option, that is 15% at rupees 150. So here Ramesh should invest. Ramesh should invest at 15% at rupees 150. It means the second investment is better. Okay. Then we take another example. Arjun holds holds 300 shares of rupees 10 each. The company issued shares in the ratio 3:5. The company declared a dividend of 25% on the enlarged capital. What is the average rate of return? What is the average rate of return? Average rate of return on his investment. Okay, see here. Arjun holds 300 shares of rupees 10 each. The company issued shares in the ratio 3:5. The company declared a dividend of 25% on the enlarged capital. What is the average rate of return? See here, company issued shares in the ratio 3:5. It means company issued 3 bonus shares or 3 free shares to the existing 5 shares each. Okay, and the company declared a dividend of 25% on the enlarged capital. What is the average rate of return? Here, first, number of shares. number of shares is equal to 300 shares. Then the face value of each shares, face value of a share is equal to rupees 10. Okay, total face value of share is equal to 3000. Bonus shares issued, in the ratio 3:5. Number of Arjun received number of bonus shares is equal to number of bonus shares received by Mr. Arjun is equal to, that is 3,300 into 3/5, that is 180 shares. Face value of bonus shares, is equal to 180 into 10, that is 1800. Total enlarged capital, total face value of share, is equal to, that is 3000 plus 1800, 4800. Then the company declare a dividend 25% on enlarged capital. Therefore, here 25% dividend is equal to 4800 into 25%, that is 25/100. Okay, it means Arjun received a dividend of rupees 1200. Then we have to obtain percentage rate of return. It means Arjun received rupees 1200 and he invests rupees 3000, 300 shares of rupees 10 each. How much he invests and how much he earn? Therefore, we have to find a rate of return, that is for every 100. Percentage of return is equal to percentage of return is equal to percentage of return is equal to, that is he received rupees 1200 and he invests rupees 3000 into 100, that is 40. Therefore, percentage rate of return on his investment percentage rate of return on investment is equal to 40%. Okay, so here Arjun invests rupees 3000, that is 300 shares of rupees 10 each. He received a bonus shares of 180, the face value of bonus shares 1800, the total face value of shares, that is 3000 plus 1800, 4800, and he received 25% dividend on enlarged capital, that is rupees 4800. 25% on 4800, that is 1200. It means Arjun received rupees 1200 and he invests rupees 3000. Therefore, the rate of return is 40% per annum. Okay. Thank you.